Hey guys, it's Susie recording from my Saturday morning coffee shop home, and today is actually part two of a video that I think is the last one I made. You know I'm so great with details. But anyway, I talked about a program called Teacher Made that would auto grade for you, and in the last video I showed you how you could kind of hack the free version to get it into Canvas. It would not do everything, but since then I've gotten access to a paid account. So if you're someone who's interested in Teacher Made and everything it could do with Canvas, I don't think their video that they posted was very helpful, so I'm going to make my own and show you directly how to create an assignment and then connect it into Canvas. So stay tuned. Just as with any LTI, which just means an application that allows Canvas to integrate with it, you have to kind of turn that on or activate it unless an administrator at your district or your school has done that. So I have a pretend course here that I always use. It's kind of, you'll recognize some familiar things. But what you'll want to do first before you do anything else is go down to settings on your course navigation bar. This will be a per course activation. You will go over to the word apps, and I tried to search Teacher Made here and could not find it, but if you go to view app configurations, that's another way that you can see if Teacher Made has been turned on or if you need to add it yourself. Now, if you have to add it yourself, it's going to ask you for a consumer key, a shared secret, and a URL. I'm going to show you how to find those. I'm not going to show you what mine are because they're a per account thing. But anyway, just like if you watched my Badger video on how to integrate badges, you kind of have to go to that website and get this information. So hold on just a minute while I show you how to find that. So I have to kind of go back and forth between the two programs to show you everything. So I'm in Teacher Made now. I showed you how to create a worksheet in my previous video. I will put a QR code on this slide if you need to pause and go back to that video. You can also just search my channel for Teacher Made. It was just a few weeks ago. But anyway, when you get your worksheet created, you're ready to assign it. This is a different process than what I showed you last time because, again, I didn't have a paid account then. So I'm going to go in like I'm going to assign something, and I'm going to go to the three dots over here to assign it. I'm going to click Assign. I'm going to choose Canvas. You'll notice that one's Pro. If you want my free version, my little hack, then you can watch that other video. I'm going to go to Next and change any settings I want to change. This is also settings, things that kids can add themselves. I'm going to click Save. And now here's where I told you you'd have to get that shared secret and consumer key and all that information. You're going to actually click Setup Instructions. So when you click that, it'll give you that information to paste back into Canvas. And when you paste it back into Canvas, I'm going to hop back over here. When you paste that information, then you will see that Teacher Made goes to the bottom of your apps list, okay? So again, it's under Settings and then Apps, and then you should see it listed down here now. It's Teacher Made. And you could always go back into your settings if you needed to configure that again. So I'm going in, I'm basically activating the capability for Teacher Made and Canvas to talk to each other. And so when all that is done, then while I'm here at Teacher Made, I'll go ahead and copy this URL. So this URL is specifically for the assignment I just created. You didn't see me create it in this video. Again, this is a follow-up. But I'm going to copy that because I will need it in Canvas in just a minute for my last step. So now let's finally, and the part I just showed you was all a one-time setup, but in the future, anytime I want to make a Teacher-Made assignment, I'm just going to grab that URL. Again, it's after I make the assignment, it'll just be right here to copy. And I'm going to go into my modules. You know that's my favorite way to make an assignment because I'm creating and organizing at the same time. So I'm going to go into a module, hit the plus sign. I'm going to create an assignment, and I'm going to call it Living Things. I'll just put Teacher Made so that I don't forget. And actually, they put a space in between. Okay, I'm going to go into that assignment now by clicking the title and going into edit mode. And then here's how you embed it the real way in Canvas. So whatever directions you want to have here, we always want to put directions there. I always make everything 100 points. You're the boss of you. And then under submission type, I'm going to choose external tool. This is the part that was not clear even in the video that Teacher Made released. I'm going to paste this link here. Now, typically when I've shown you how to use an external tool like an Office 365 cloud assignment, we've always gone to Find. I'm going to pretend that Find button is not there. And I'm pasting this direct link. You can choose whether you want it to load in a new tab or not. Sometimes I think that's easier for navigation. Sometimes it's harder. I'm going to put a due date on it. And I'm going to save and publish. Oh good, it couldn't find valid settings for this link, only because you're watching me. But when I click on that title, I'll fix it and I'll come right back. You know, y'all, I just rarely cut out the glitches because I just feel like it makes it more relatable. Doesn't this stuff happen to y'all? But anyway, this is what it'll look like when it comes in. It is, living and active right here. Kids will click to start the assignment, then they'll click to submit it when they're done. I've set it where they can check their answers, but that's all in that setup process. But they can literally answer it right here in Canvas. And again, this is a paid feature, but if you wanted to see that, I thought it was missing from the teacher made directions, so I thought it might be helpful. Reach out in the comments below and let me know what you think.
Hey guys, I put my heart into these videos, so I hope you loved it. I hope you've loved all of them, but if you haven't, then make sure you go back and watch the previous videos. I'm making playlists for you all the time. So if you're somebody who wants time savers, there's a playlist for that. If you want to gamify, playlist for that. And all of my themes of my blog. So did you like it? Go ahead and click the thumb below. If you really liked it, I'd love if you shared it on your favorite social media channel. I'm at Susie Lolly on Twitter. And then finally, my very favorite is if you subscribe. Subscribe to YouTube and subscribe on the blog. Take care.